Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Najwa Husseini with Azadi News. ASEAN Summit to provide a chance to engage on the Rohingya crisis. UNHCR sets up isolation treatment centers in Rohingya camps. On 26 June, leaders of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations ASEAN will meet virtually for their 36th semi-annual summit. The meeting is expected to include a focus on the reopening of borders and economies post-pandemic, as well as discussions about the continuing tensions in the South China Sea and progress against the ASEAN 2015-2025 community building blueprints. For ASEAN, the summit comes at a critical time. Since the mid-1970s, ASEAN has progressively increased its clout as a credible regional organization, but today this centrality is threatened by shifting regional dynamics. Major powers within and outside the region have proposed the establishment of alternative regional frameworks. Australia's proposal for an Asia-Pacific community, the notion of the Indo-Pacific region, and what became the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, involving some ASEAN member states but not ASEAN as a regional organization. Within ASEAN members interacting more independently with external partners and trading regimes, the importance of a Southeast Asian Regional Association is arguably diminished. And now, as ASEAN leaders prepare for next week's summit, one of its member states, Burma is preparing its defense against allegations of genocide brought by the state of Gambia before the International Court of Justice. Simultaneously, the International Criminal Court is investigating allegations that Burmese senior authorities forcibly deported and persecuted the Rohingya people. In explaining the ASEAN stance on the Rohingya crisis, much has been made of the ASEAN way. The principles of sovereignty, non-interference, and consensus decision-making enshrined in numerous ASEAN agreements and declarations. Running in parallel with these developments in international justice has been a tide of international condemnation and sanctions against Myanmar related to its violence against the Rohingya ethnic minority. The UN Secretary-General, the Security Council, and the General Assembly have all expressed concern, and the US, Canada, and the EU have imposed sanctions. Now ASEAN faces a choice: ramp up pressure on Burma or take a back seat and allow the international community to take the lead in responding to a regional crisis. Even for the most steadfast adherents to the ASEAN way, a situation-specific relaxation of the non-interference principle would surely be a lesser evil than having the organization succumb. UNHCR has established 2 severe acute respiratory infection isolation and treatment centers with up to 200 beds, where COVID-19 positive patients are receiving treatment. 4 quarantine centers supported by UNHCR have also been established for those who have had contact with COVID-19 positive patients and require isolation. In a press release, the UN Refugee Agency presented a report outlining the work done by UNHCR in Bangladesh when it came to tackling COVID-19 in Rohingya camps and Cyclone Amphan. On 14th May, the first case of COVID-19 was detected in the Rohingya settlements. By the end of May, 29 cases were confirmed. On 2nd May, after several weeks at sea, nearly 30 Rohingya came ashore in Bangladesh, including many women and children. These refugees were subsequently sent by the Bangladesh authorities to Bhasan Char Island. A further group of 277 Rohingya rescued at sea by Bangladesh on 17th May were also transferred to the island. UNHCR, together with other UN agencies, have been invited by the government to undertake a protection visit to the island to ascertain the humanitarian situation and any immediate needs of the refugee population. Discussions on the parameters of this visit are ongoing. UNHCR maintains that that any relocation of refugees to Bashar Char should be proceeded by through an independent assessments in 5 key areas: safety and sustainability, UN and humanitarian personnel safety and security, protection, sustainable livelihoods, and logistics and access. To date, these assessments are yet to be undertaken. Currently, no specialized protection services are provided on the island by the UN or humanitarian agency operating in Cox's Bazar. This is today's news. To get more updates about Rohingya, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. Visit our website azadinews.org and follow our social media accounts. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.